Welcome back, everyone, to the weekly special, episode 9 now. As always, I'm your host, Garrett.
I'm Earl.
I'm Jordan.
And no Josh today. He's still a busy man. I'd say, next week we get all together again? Should, maybe?
Hopefully.
Possibly.
I think this virus is just kind of, fucking all of us up in terms of scheduling. Because we're all doing weird shit.
I'm working, twice as much.
Yeah, you're working weird-ass hours. Josh will it hasn't affected, I guess, his work schedule. He works normal now.
He's just still...
He keeps...
busy.
It's still crazy. It's just the usual. But I think, next week, tax season, since it's actually April, 15th, the supposed end of it, it's supposed to be, over. Because most people do have it done by April 15th. Majority.
I mean, it did get extended.
Yeah, it got, until July, but I think it'll keep going.
Most people.
Or, I think it'll, I can't even talk today. Mostly be done.
Yeah.
So, I have a bitch to do about a company. Sony. I love bitching about them.
Fuck Sony.
So, the PlayStation 4. What a great console, by the way. Oh, yeah. Did you know corrupted memory is still a thing in console gaming?
For them.
For them, apparently. Last time I had that happen was the PlayStation 2. Still Sony. But I factory resetted the PlayStation 4 we have. It only gets used for Hulu. And the whole reason I did it is I was like, you know what? I might buy the Modern Warfare 2 remastered campaign. I was like, I really wanted to play it, and it's on PlayStation, not on Xbox. Format it. After about the hour and a half it takes to boot back up, opposed to the Xbox's 20 minutes. Sorry. It freezes a shitload. It took, mind you, I'm drunk as hell this night. I'm trying to get it to work. It took me about 45 minutes to get from the home screen to Hulu. Mind you, that's about 4 button pushes. And it's not like I was messing up. It's the fact that I push one button and it just buffers as it loads the things. I finally open Hulu, start playing a movie, and it goes, memory corrupted. How the fuck how does that happen? Because apparently PlayStation has this whole thing called a safe mode, which it's you hold the button and it takes the console into developer settings, where you can rebuild the memory database and things why the fuck do we have to do that? I've hated Sony, I've hated PlayStation, but that one just fucking put the nail in the coffin. Because that console's retarded right now. It won't even work.
Oh, I can't wait for the 5 to come out.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a beaut. It's going to be super skinny because, you can make things as skinny as you want, and heating's never a problem or anything like that, so. Nothing melts anymore, so. Looking at you, PlayStation. You hear they're, stop production on the Series X? Or not Series X, but the One X.
Are they?
Pretty much. They're, discontinuing it pretty much.
Really?
Just because with the Series X coming out, and they're trying to focus everything they can on just pushing that console
Well,
out.
I'm sure with everything going on right now, they need to focus on just one.
With all this going on in, China and Japan and stuff, apparently it's better now there, but...
I don't trust
so
the fucking
so they
word
say.
from China.
I've heard nothing about, any hard evidence about the consoles being slowed down in Japan.
I was actually reading something that, if I'm correct, what they had said, as long as they have the hardware, even if, say, developers hold back their games...
Which they shouldn't.
Well, that's it. They said even if it comes to the point where the developers hold back their games because of this, they're still scheduled to release as they had said, which I think actually teased may be about Thanksgiving.
What, for the console?
Yeah.
It won't be.
Well, it said, I know it said holiday 2020. And it said it might have been leaked somewhere that it's possible it's going to be closer to Thanksgiving than it will actually Christmas.
They consider Thanksgiving part of the holidays now.
Well, and that's it.
They do. The only reason it won't be Thanksgiving, it'll be closer to Christmas. I was watching a interview with Major Nelson where someone asked that question, if it's coming out Thanksgiving. He's like, no, it's... Because Xbox doesn't consider Thanksgiving holiday, which is fine. Because it's 2 months away.
Like I said, it was teased as a possibility.
Right? What month is Thanksgiving? November, right?
No, it's...
October. When is Thanksgiving?
It's
November, right?
It's the last Thursday of November.
November, that's... Okay, so it is close.
Yeah.
Why the fuck... It's the 24th, right?
Usually.
Okay. I don't give a fat shit for Thanksgiving, so...
More food would make me fat, so...
I don't know. I think it's going to be... I'm excited for it. If this is still going on, I'm very excited to see how the release will be. Because we haven't had anything like that since this all started. Like an iPhone coming out or like an Xbox coming out.
Thank God, no iPhones.
Because what are people going to do? I mean, they can't get in lines at GameStop. Because, well, GameStop ain't open right now and they probably never will be again.
Actually, the funny thing is, I was going to bring that up. No surprise here. But by the end of 2020, just about every GameStop is probably going to be shut down.
Oh, yeah. Well, they shut down...
Well, they've been talking about it for a while.
They closed like 300 stores last year. I don't know how ours wasn't one of them.
They got another 300 slated for the end of this year.
How many do they have to spare?
Exactly, that's it. It's like I said, by the end of the year, I'd be surprised if there's really any GameStops left. But that's how it is nowadays. Everything's digital.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier. I don't have to go and wait in line anymore for a copy. It used to be back in the day, if you wanted the new Call of Duty game, you had to go there on release night. Now, I could freaking buy it, pre-order it, have it downloaded digitally, and the second it releases, I could automatically start playing.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go to a place, grab the copy, come home, install it, and then do it.
That's exactly how I am. I will never buy a disc again in my life.
I love the concept of owning the disc of a game. I just like having the physical copy because it's like, no matter where I am, no matter what the internet is like, I can play this game. If it has like a campaign or something. Yeah. Shout out to you, Black Ops 4. No campaign ass bitches. But I have the game. I can just play it wherever. I don't need to rely on internet. I can just have my console and my game. But now that game sharing has become a thing, I couldn't give really a fat shit anymore. I get to buy one game and two people get to play it. You can't beat that.
Yeah, exactly.
And nowadays, with the game sharing, you can still play it offline. It's like, if my console's offline, I just need to sign your account in. It's not going to sign you out because the console isn't online, and then I can play it. Or if it's my game, I can just sign myself in. I don't know. I just can't do the disc stuff. I mean... GameStop should have known that Blockbuster didn't do so well, and they were kind of the next on the chopping block. So,
oh, good old Blockbuster.
I just don't think GameStop had a good, business model.
Well,
we're gonna take your games from you, but here's the idea: we're not gonna give you a shit for it.
That's why nobody kept going there.
Yeah,
I get they need to make profit too, but
But that's the thing is, I saw something on there at one point. Somebody just to test the theory. They bought a game, brand new, still had the plastic and everything on it, tried to return it right away. They would not allow him to return it because the plastic was still on it. He took it off, instantly dropped $20. Instantly. Removing the plastic, dropped $20.
It's kind of like a car line.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. That's the reason why they're failing. Dad told me just the other day, actually, that he was trying to get a headset. And... I understand the whole, Corona thing. He went up to the door and they're not allowed, this place he was at, they were not allowing anyone to enter the building.
Yeah.
If there was an item there, you could ask them for it, they'd pick it out, and then they'd take your payment. Yeah. However, the payment comes down to only one way. It has to have a chip, and it cannot say debit on it.
Yeah, it has to be a credit card.
It has to be a credit card with a chip.
It says 0 cents.
Well, and that's it. And of course, our father is decided to say, well, ask them why. He's like, well, that's just our policy.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, well, fine. Well, I'm gonna go across the street to Walmart where they got the same thing for $5 less, and I'll get it from them. I was willing to give you my business, but I guess not more. But that's what it is. They shoot themselves in the foot. Why are we closing stores? Boom, boom, boom.
I tried to contribute to GameStop as much as I could. Because it's a gaming store. I like the idea of having a gaming store where I can find cool, interesting shit in there that's gaming related.
Well, and not only that, just memorabilia. Hell, my wireless phone charger is in the shape of the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. I got that from there. That was fucking awesome.
It's by Amazon. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I've probably given GameStop $1,000 worth of business. Maybe less. I bought my S there. I bought my Wolverine controller. I've bought a few games. I've bought just probably over $500. I bought a few controllers. If it's the same price as Walmart, I want to go to GameStop because they're a gaming place. Might as well. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who has double-digit brain cells because Walmart, that's hit and miss. Sorry, Walmart, but
So then there's me who bought a used controller from GameStop, broke it within a week, and returned it for all my money back.
They gave you all your money back at GameStop?
Yeah, I said it didn't so it was like the USB port.
Yeah.
The only thing that fucks up on these controllers half the time.
Oh yeah,
it was so broken the controller wouldn't even turn on.
Yeah.
Just because I dropped it with the charging cord in it.
Yeah.
And so I returned it, I'm like, yeah, it won't fucking stay plugged in. And so they tried to do it and everything. They're like, yep, it's fried. So I got my money back.
I'm surprised on that one. You
I
should
know,
have walked
especially
out
since it
there
was
with your
used.
fist going, I won!
You know, I don't understand. Going back to fuck Sony hour. So in this generation and in the next one, Sony people have this super hard on because all of their controllers are just plug-in. They don't have batteries. And they think that's a positive. It's like they forget that our controllers plug in too.
Also a plug-in.
Yeah. Because the joke was like, oh, in the middle of a game and it's some gay guy looking around for batteries.
And it's just like, oh wait.
And then it cuts to PlayStation and it's a guy with a foot-long cord and this is what PlayStation people have to do as they're right next to their console. I'm sorry, batteries is much better than being plugged into me. Yeah, is it more expensive? Oh, yeah.
But your built-in rechargeable pack will...
Yeah, you just buy a recharge. That's what all the comments were. It's like, I just bought a rechargeable pack for...
And if it's built in, eventually it's not going to hold a charge anyways. And then your controller's fucked.
Yeah, it's just how lithium batteries work.
And then the argument I heard back from that was just well, I've had this controller for 2 years and it still has perfect battery life. I'm like, you probably play 2 hours every 2 weeks anyways.
Yeah, because you're a PlayStation player.
If you play like us, you play 8 hours a fucking day.
Yeah.
It will destroy that battery.
This PlayStation is for casual people.
And that's it. That's your rank there. Your PlayStation, you're casual. Xbox and whatnot, you're a good sized gamer. Then, God forbid, if you're an actual PC gamer, you're high level because you put so much money into that fucking thing. You're gonna use it for all it's worth.
There's a big thing that's going around right now that PC players hate console players,
Really?
Because of aim assist. So we all know Ninja, obviously. We don't really care for him because he plays Fortnite. He's been recently streaming using a controller, and he's 5 times better. And he's just this is fucking cheating right now. Because, I don't know what the aim assist is like in that game. I haven't played it in so long. But he did show a thing where it's he's moving with the left stick, not moving with the right, and his character is, it's aiming towards people. Oh, I can't stand it.
I hate it.
The minimal amount of aim assist, but only when I'm aiming down sights. So, when I pop up my scope, it goes to him if he's close. Not that where, it actually moves your whole camera. Fuck that, that's too much.
When it moves it for me, I always over-move it.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
So, when we were playing Black Ops 4, I know we all fucking turned that shit off really quick.
Oh, God.
And it was still there even after that.
Oh, yeah.
It's good lord.
Because it's just it, stops you from doing what you want to do. Because it... you could be doing something different than the aim assist. You could be aiming towards the right guy. But when you aimed, you were closer to the left guy. So it just fucking snaps you over there. And you don't want that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
No one does. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
80 fucking degrees today. This is great.
First day in 2020.
When will summer actually start, though?
Middle of July. Or May.
No, I mean,
Middle
post-virus.
July. Middle of July.
Is that when you give this ending?
Yeah.
July, really?
And then I really think there'll be a second wave.
Really?
100%.
That'd be interesting.
Which is not good.
No, it's not, but that's when the fun starts.
We could find medicine by then, too, though.
Yeah.
Vaccine
talks have just seemed to kind of stop, haven't they?
Not really.
I was seeing
you don't think so?
No.
I don't see it.
It takes a long time.
No. Oh, yeah, of course. definitely it does. But the talks of it on social media and stuff, it just seems less now. People forgot, or they're just accepting that the vaccine's going to take a while, and people are just in full "we're going to die" Armageddon mode.
Which is fucking stupid.
It is. But
I did see something that was supposed to be this one drug out there that some of the doctors were basically saying, yeah, take this and, it's still...
Is that the one we were talking about last week, the Trump one? Weren't you saying something about the one drug that apparently, killed a bunch of people or something?
It was 2 people, so it was a drug combination, and apparently fish tank cleaner has the same 2 combinations.
Yeah, that's right,
So
okay.
they fucking took fish cleaner.
Yeah.
And they died from
just take
eating
bath
poison.
salts and start eating people.
It's are you fucking stupid?
Well, and that's it. It's like, I can't remember what the name of it was. It's a pill, just one little pill.
Okay.
And I can't remember the
It's a
frickin' name of it.
multivitamin from like Kroger. That's what
See,
cures it.
Super vitamin.
I don't know if you've seen any of like the new news about the virus. It's not a living organism.
Well, yeah, I mean, well,
It's literally a protein covered in a layer of fat. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
yeah. I mean,
And then it changes your DNA, and your cells inside you just start attacking yourself. That's how this is working
so
right now.
see, if it does that, then they have it labeled wrong. You can't call it a respiratory disease if it does that, because then technically it's an autoimmune virus.
Yeah, it's
Well, and that's
weird.
right.
It's really weird.
Corona's not killing anyone. It's the people who already have some underlying problem.
I mean, there
Fucking
are
Tyrone
some.
has it.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he absolutely does. His test doesn't come back for another couple days, but he's definitely got
How
it.
does he feel? Like,
Fine.
really?
Yeah, he said for a little bit it was definitely worse than the flu at some points.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like there's a day, maybe two, where it's like a little worse than the flu.
I mean, like, I know he's had high fever. He's been really fatigued, but he doesn't have overly much of a cough.
Yeah.
I mean, he sounds perfectly normal.
Like, if you're someone who doesn't hang out around old people, like, if your daily life doesn't consist of hanging around people who are in that category of don't go around people,
Right.
I don't think you should have any fear.
No,
Like,
I work
for
at a
the
grocery
way-
store, and I
yeah.
have not even...
Like, for the way you condone yourself. Like, my normal life, I don't hang around with old people. I don't go to nursing homes.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing a mask. I'm living my life normal. Because if I get it, I don't care. Yeah, it's going to suck for a couple days, but I'll be fine. But at least I'm not giving it to someone who it's going to fuck up.
See,
So,
and
like,
that
here's
puts-
another thing with this, too. I guarantee you, by maybe next week, everybody working at the grocery store is going to have to wear a mask.
Oh, I could see that.
Well, with
really
all the
think it's
steps
coming.
they've had to
Ashley's
put
in
there.
Delaware right now. It's like state mandated to wear it in
Yeah,
public.
and the
It's
CDC is
insane.
saying that you need to be starting to wear one. If
Fuck,
you're going
I'm
to
I'm just tired of that shit. Like,
I saw the most genius thing for that too. It's
Hmm.
like the things that go behind your ears.
yeah.
It rubs. So
Yeah,
like it's going
you
raw.
put the button on
So
there.
for like my hat at work, I'm gonna just sew a couple buttons on
Yeah,
it
and
back
then you
here.
put it
I'm
on
just
there.
gonna put it on that.
That's what, yeah, it started like 2 weeks ago from the nurses.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Since they have to wear it literally
They
10
have, like, the
hours a day.
headband.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's it. Is like, as you were talking about those people who don't have too much worry about their jobs. Unfortunately, there's several people at my workplace who have underlying problems where if they get it, they're gonna die. There's no sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
They already have those certain illnesses or problems that if this attacks them too, they're done. There's no way they can fight it off. And you know, I don't consider myself an essential worker, even though we still are. But you know, that's one man's opinion, I guess. But yeah, it makes you wonder. Like, we kind of have a little bit of some protection, seeing as half our guys are wearing welding helmets, the other half are wearing plastic face shields because they're cleaning up crap. But there's still people walking around uncovered. So
Yeah.
it makes you wonder, you know, are they going to do something about it? You know, should I do some more? I don't know.
The only reason I'm against the mask so much is even with everyone wearing the mask, I don't think it'll slow it down to the idea they think it will.
I think it'll slow down a little, but
a little,
not to
but
the
I don't think
point.
noticeably enough.
Yeah.
I think it's still going to spread through contact and touching and things like that, and I just don't think you can put the entire population in mask right now, and we're still going to have a lot of new cases. It's still going to happen.
When I was at the hospital today, I saw a neat little thing on there. That was trying to reinforce social distancing.
Okay.
Now, the statistic is that with one person not doing social distancing, not doing anything like that, in 30 days, up to 400 people could be contaminated if, say, they had it.
Yeah.
And then it showed a thing of if 50% restriction.
Wait, did you say in a week? 400
no,
people?
30 days. A month.
So a month. Okay.
After a month, it says about 5 days. After about 5 days, you would have contaminated about 3.5, 4 people, and then from there on they
so they're
by,
doing like the daisy chain kind
exactly.
of thing. Okay.
So by the end of 30 days, basically, it would have been like 400 cases. At 50%.
That's kind of a bullshit
Well,
statistic.
I'm gonna tell you
that's
right now.
a possibility. That's like
in
I
my
said.
case, it would be well more than that.
Oh yeah, it'd be well more than that.
And that's it. They don't take into account
Oh,
certain
boy.
Yeah, if
situations.
you're like a public worker,
This is just baseline, hanging out. But at like 50% restriction, at the end of 30 days, I think the case might have been like 60, 70 people. And then at like 75% restriction, then it's like, I think like 10, 11.
Yeah.
So it's still saying that, yeah, the chances of if you do the whole social distancing go down. But also it depends, those in certain job professions say, working at a meat counter at a store. Remember, these symptoms could take up to a week before they actually start showing.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Well, no, like up to a week before you start feeling just the baseline symptoms. So you could have it for a week, not even know it, suddenly get it and go, well, shit, look at this past week. I've touched everything.
See, and then like with my situation too, with those like base symptoms, it's allergy season for me right now.
Yeah,
I'm literally
same
gonna,
here. Yeah,
it's gonna be my allergies.
Yeah.
That'd be my first thought.
Spring and fall. I mean, once this gets,
Spring,
I've learned
it's
spring has
gonna get
become
bad.
my bad one. Yeah,
It's gonna get really bad in the next month for me.
I can't say it because fall is when the corn dust is everywhere, and that ruins my fucking
But
life.
you gotta
All it is
remember,
for me is the
they're
cottonwood
starting
trees.
to pull up.
That's
the
right.
trees.
Yeah, those kill you.
I'm fucking like deathly allergic to that shit.
And they're starting to, I just driving today. At the most, I drove maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Every field, it's a great day out. All the farmers are out there.
Oh yeah, they're getting
tearing
done.
up their field. So anything that's
Should
been
be.
in there, it's going to get kicked up. I could smell. You drive past, and you're like, holy crap! I could smell the manure in my nose.
It's the worst part is I sleep with my windows open every single night, and when I wake up, I have that that like stupid dry throat work because I've been inhaling outside.
Which is weird.
What?
I
Did I do
don't
that?
ever get that.
If I sleep with my window closed, I'm perfectly fine. It's the second my window opens.
It's so weird.
Here's the weirder thing: if I put my AC in, it doesn't happen though. Even though the air is coming in, it's like
it's got slight
They're kind of like
filter to it.
filters, yeah.
And that's it. It'll have a little filter. Me, as long as my CPAP stays in, I am fine. But my unfortunate problem here within the last week is my CPAP keeps coming off of me throughout the night. So I wake up and it's phlegm all the way down my throat. It feels like razor blades and needles.
yeah. I'm a fucking mouth breather when I sleep. That's the big
I am
problem.
too.
Like
I'll wake up and
I
my fucking entire pillow by my face just all drool.
I can fall asleep. Like
Sleep
I'll fall
hard.
asleep breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth, all Buddha-like and stuff, all nice and relaxed. But once I wake up, I'm just and just like, and I feel that where I can't tell if I drool though because my head turns into just a sink when I sleep. When I have to turn over my pillow every single night. And not to the cool side, but to the dry side of the pillow.
To the dry side. See, that's where you gotta start.
Gross.
Yeah, just get like like the deep freeze we have. You get your pillow, you just throw it in there. There's your cool side
Well,
for the night.
I bought a pillow specifically because it's one of those that stays cool. That first week I had it, it was great. And then now it's just a raggedy ass bullshit pillow. The best one I've ever had is the one that asshole dog chewed up. And it's the one where it's like one side of it.
Foam?
It was all like gel on one side of it.
Oh,
And it was foam on the other. And it's
I
like,
remember that.
you throw your head on it and it's like ice. It's fucking great. You fall asleep. I mean, I still sweat anyway, but for the first like 30 minutes, my head is just, cool thoughts. Get it?
Yeah. So good.
Better than your fucking 10-4 trucker joke, piece of shit. I heard that again yesterday and it pissed me off.
You're just jealous.
Trucker Day 10-4. Fuck you. That's
He's
so
just mad he didn't
stupid.
think of it.
Fuck you. I don't want to think of that. Like it's stupid.
It's a dad joke. That was
Yeah,
basically
it
a dad
is.
It's
joke.
really bad.
It is, but that's what the world's come to nowadays. You know what's bad when you get on Tinder, and like one of their bios says, "Let me hear your best dad joke."
Yeah.
Really, that's where you're throwing out there. Not even shooting for the stars. There, just fuck it. Dad joke it, let's do this.
Between the dad jokes and then the dad bods, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh god, Tinder has become a weird place.
Yeah, it's not even what it used to. It started as a hookup site. Now it's a dating website. It really, you're not there for
Hookup
it.
site when
Still
I used
both.
it. Yeah, I like to think it's still both, but
You like to think, but trust me, I've combed through the profiles.
I've literally gone through profiles that says, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm just trying to fuck.
those are the ones
It's like,
the guys are
Jesus.
looking for too.
Hey,
They just don't last long in there because
Right.
when a woman puts that as her bio, it's like 5 days and she's already had like 12 dicks. Like,
It's either that or she gets obsessed. Like, she gets addicted.
yeah.
becomes at the end of that, it's like throwing a sausage down the hallway.
See, I hate being a guy, honestly. It's not fair. When you're a woman, I've said this before.
Because you can't go on that website and be like, yeah, I'm not looking to hook up, I'm looking to fuck.
Yeah, and people will call you a predator.
Right?
Like,
But when the roles
Or
are
like
the
flipped-
game-
naked or something.
the scales are tipped unevenly. We make more money in jobs, but this part evens it back out. Hope you're ready, ladies. So, any woman, no matter what they look like, no matter how ugly they are, and I won't even say ugly because that's offensive. Sorry. No matter how much of a dumpster fire they look like, they can get penis in them the same day they want it, if they really try.
Yeah.
You can go on like Facebook and be like, I just really need a good penis right now. And
You'll have
someone,
like 12 people.
yeah, someone will respond 100% of the time, no matter what you look like. Because that's why we see ugly girls getting pregnant in high school. Because you're like, no one wants to fuck that. But then you look, well, I could if I wanted to. And someone doesn't have the morals I do.
If someone's not, looking for that top tier there, or,
Yeah.
or maybe
Does
it's
this
been
remind you of something from like a year and a half ago.
maybe it's a dry spell.
Like, their standards might just be a little lower than me. So I get it. As a guy, though, I can't go on Facebook or Tinder and be like, yo, where that sweet, hot pussy at? And none. I'm going to be called a predator and the FBI is going to be watching me.
I mean,
Bullshit.
the only way around that is if you become a rapper. Like,
That's fair. I just don't think it's fair that a
Someone of
woman,
importance.
right?
not
Yeah,
just
money.
theoretically, but realistically, a woman could probably have sex every single night. If they really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that before with certain women. I'm not going to say we're friends with, but we're friends of people we were close with. You know what
I think I know who you're talking about.
I figure you probably do too. What a whore.
Jesus Christ.
But I think that makes
I was
sense.
talking more of the other one, but
Oh, I was too, I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out a fact about this person.
oh boy.
How many people do you have to sleep with to be considered a whore, do you think?
And what time span?
A year.
Now, see, I have.
Like 20?
Really? That's pretty... I'd almost say lower.
Like maybe 15?
I'd say like 10.
10? Yeah, I mean that's pretty. I mean that's
Because that's
if you go 12, that's one new person a month.
12, actually, I could probably... 10 or 12 is kind of that hoary thing, because that's almost once a month. That's literally mean you didn't try to really date anyone. Like, you
I
were
have
just
a
100% promiscuous.
different opinion on that whole situation. I don't see it as...
See, I don't call people whores either.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I know what you meant, but like how it goes around. I don't look at it as more of a number as depending on their nature. Like you have those who are out there who are considered nymphos, where it's just something they crave. It
They
just
just need
it comes
penis.
on as a feeling.
They're cock hungry.
I could understand that. Hey, it's a feeling. But if it's like say Stacy who's down the street who doesn't give a shit and just decides to throw it at anyone who wants to 7 days a week, probably a whore. But that's.
I don't
know anyone named Stacy. I'm just throwing that name out there. Just I'm not talking specifically about one person here. Let's just clarify
fuck Stacy.
that. Stacy's mom. No.
So Tyrone was playing Doom with a random the other day, and he didn't speak on the mic, but he was a creepy motherfucker. Sending stuff in like the party chat.
Wait, Ty's playing Doom online now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like, the guy joins, doesn't speak a word, and
Okay.
he's just like, let's do something fucking crazy.
Okay.
And then he
Wow.
goes, he's just like, let's go to the nursing home and put people down with bats. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm
Dude,
like,
what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he used one of the best terms I've heard in a long time, and it's cum sucker.
Cum sucker. That's so simple.
I know.
But I love it. What a simp.
Right?
Simp.
She's like, open up your cum sucker and get over here.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
That's beautiful. God, I need to play Doom with him.
That man's got some demons.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious though.
Oh, as I was saying though, I don't call like anyone horse. I see no problem with sleeping with someone different every single day of the week. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if we thought the AIDS epidemic was bad, if people start doing that, everyone's gonna have herpes. But like, if you want to sleep with people, go fucking sleep with people. I don't give a shit. Like, this doesn't stop me. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, there's people who get really hung up on that idea. Like, she's just such a whore. She sleeps with so many guys.
Normally
Like,
when people say something like that, they're just jealous.
oh, 100%. They're like, why can't I get penis like that? And then every guy, whenever they see a woman like that, they're like, nice. Good for you. Like,
Nice.
I'm one of the people who slept with you, so. I got a whole bunch of Eskimo brothers now. I love that term. Eskimo brothers and sisters. From the League. That's a good thing. I wish they'd bring that show back.
God, I need to see Meat Canyon's new video.
What,
God, he's got
which one is it?
Yeah,
It's
it
not the
was
day
this-
drinking, right? Because I saw
No,
that.
I haven't seen that one either though. It was. Let me find it.
Yeah.
It looked pretty fucking good though.
I have high hopes for him. To like.
Oh, he's gonna blow up.
After I read that
He
stuff
already
that
did blow up, but
Yeah. After I read that stuff that he hired like 2 new editors and he's gonna be doing once a week.
oh yeah, it's that boy ain't right. It's fucking
Isn't it like Alan or whatever his name is? Oh, it's King of the Hill.
King of the
Oh
Hill.
God.
Yeah, I did watch it. It's fucking great.
Fucking dog.
He does like the Ruby Doo
I-
thing too.
I know. I fucking love it.
Because he's got like peanut butter in his mouth. But him and
Oh my fucking god.
and Bobby is the way he draws people is
I
just.
know.
He did one the other day where it was Alvin or Alfred, whatever it is. He was from an old cartoon show.
Fuck.
got,
Elijah.
what?
Elijah the Wild Thornberries. I saw that one.
I think
I think that's the name. I haven't seen that show since I was like fucking.
it was. Yeah, it was like a little kid show, but I don't know. He had like yellow hair and like a triangle-ish face kind of thing. It was weird. Like
I don't know if I saw that one, but
he did it during because he does live streams where he draws these.
Yeah.
he gets really drunk and just fucking does
It's
live
what-
streams.
super drunk.
Now, how was the hair though? Was it like just patchy or
I
whatever?
don't remember.
Could it be Hey Arnold?
Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
It's Arnold. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Woo!
I knew it was an A. Yeah, Alvin Arnold. Yeah.
I don't know how you look at like their streams.
You can't, not that I know of. Because I tried digging for it because I wanted to.
There we go.
Yeah, there's the Arnold.
Oh God!
Absolutely
That is
terrifying.
crazy.
Mouths on both sides.
Yeah.
And
He
then
does just this droopiness to his characters, like they're melting. It's fucking terrifying.
here's one from the Wild Thornberries.
Oh,
That's the one, yeah.
but
where
that's not the one I saw. Like
Yeah.
I was talking about.
It's like as if every single character he ever draws is like they've had plastic surgery for their entire lives, and now that the Rona hit, they can't afford it. Now this is how they really look.
just fucking melting.
Like you're standing in an oven. It's just
I just love.
This guy needs to
I
get
love him.
He needs to put the stickers of his characters on Redbubble and make them into stickers.
That would be awesome. I know he does.
that'd be the creepiest shit.
Here's
ever.
what I'm curious
I would
about.
get a lot of them.
He was selling those shirts that had the bunny on them.
Yeah.
Does he have to pull them now?
I don't know.
I think that character looks different enough from Bugs Bunny that you could like in those shirts because it's him making one of his weird faces and it's him squishing the letters like
I'll
double
click on
wide
the
surprise
link.
together and stuff, things like that. Because I want one of those shirts. They look really fun. Like
Double wide surprise.
Yeah.
That's what the shirt is.
I wanted to collect.
Yeah, they're still up on the website.
Wow. Okay, I'm surprised they haven't got pulled yet, or like he's been forced to pull them.
It's
No,
it's
I. You
pretty
know
different.
what? Knowing how they are, I wouldn't doubt it if now he has to contribute part of the proceeds to him.
Maybe. I bet you he would pull it before he did that though, as like a fuck you to Warner Brothers.
I don't blame him.
Me.
That's kind of.
That's what I would do.
You should get the stinks nice and good one.
Yeah. His face in there's different enough where I think we'll put the link in the description for these by the way. But where you can use him and be fine with it. Like
Yeah.
I've wanted to start getting some of those comical relief t-shirts. Like from T-shirt Hell and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, he should definitely put a lot of these characters as stickers on Redbubble.
the one me and Michael really want to get, just because we want to wear it in public, is the Jesus one, where he's on the cross and it says, "I just got my nails did." Yeah, the amount of people you would, I would get disgusting looks in public, and I want that. I want people to just go, "You are an animal." I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
So that brings me back to another subject. Oh boy. Oh boy.
How about the one where it's Ronald McDonald in a Speedo with his bush hanging out saying natural redhead?
Natural redhead. That one. There's a couple of the really dark ones where it's like it's a marshmallow with a bunch of humans on a stick and he's roasting them, or it's a bunch of potatoes in a line going into a McDonald's shower because it's a bunch of Mr. Potato Heads. What were you gonna say though, Jordan?
I don't know if I really want to tread in that water or not, but like,
Yeah, you do.
So I've got a really good friend, and I'm not calling him out whatsoever. But I've seen him say it, and I've heard a lot of people in Hy-Vee say it.
Yeah.
Church is not essential.
No, I don't think it is.
It's not.
Well,
I mean, it's just you can worship your God from home. They can live stream, like a lot of places are doing.
I was gonna say a lot of places are doing that, like live streaming, connect, chat type stuff, where you can still have that interaction if you want.
It's too many people in one place. If they're not gonna let you do other things.
Well, then you've seen like the church shaming that these churches have been doing, right?
No.
Where they're like, there's one down in, I think it was Florida or Louisiana, one of like the Southern Bible Belt states, where they're like, if you don't come to church, God will hate you. You have to have faith in Him that if you come here, He will protect you from this virus. Like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit.
That's literally how religion was created.
Like, for someone who's 100% against religion, I'm kind of like open on the idea if church is essential or not. Because people kind of, this is like a scary time for a lot of people. They want to have like faith and things like that. That's it. Something to rely on.
They just.
But you can do that shit from home.
They need to do.
It's time to get some priorities fucking straight.
If I can't go to school for my future, then they shouldn't be able to go to church for pleasure.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, because to them it's not pleasure though. It's like they need it.
It's more so life for them. It's become ingrained into their life.
So is my major.
Well, I understand that. And here's the thing where you start battling this, the pros and cons of it, is if you're gonna outlaw one, you kind of have to outlaw the other if it's the same thing. And I could understand to a point, as you were saying, there's a lot of shit going on, and especially, say there's those elder folks, because, come on, who hasn't gone to a church and seen elderly people there? It just happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's kind of something they need to, feel reassurance. Maybe, and I'm just saying this as a maybe, if they still wanted to have a whole church thing, find a way to maybe do small little mini groups.
You're talking like
throughout the week
at the home,
or like say like I'm not necessarily a pastor or a minister or whatever you want to call yourself for the different religions. If you don't want to make fucking house calls to every single person in your congregation, I don't blame you. But like say, hey, I'm gonna be setting up from this time to this time. Call, make a reservation. You and somebody could come sit down for like 20, 30 minutes. We could have a little, Jesus time or whatever. And then that's it. That's it. One-on-one, quick little thing. You still get your little time in there. That way you still feel like you have that in there. But then you're not also risking bringing in 40 to 60 people into a place and going, hey, don't worry, we're not going to spread COVID.
Right.
But then again, remember, I'm not religious either, so.
Yeah. I couldn't. It's one of those I don't want to fuck with, like if I was the government. No. Because I just don't want to deal with those people. There's a lot of people on this planet I don't like dealing with. Like, political conversations. Everyone says they don't like them. I think everyone on the planet says they don't like it, but I only give it like 30 to 25% of people actually don't like it. Because most people say they don't like it and then just go right ahead and start talking about it.
That's me.
I kind of do it too sometimes.
I mean, there'll be days where I'm like, fucking shut up. I'm not talking about this.
People who are super political conversationists are tough to talk to. Truly religious, devout people are the worst on this planet. Because you will not sway them.
Won't win.
If they want to go to church, just cash your chips in and let them fucking have it. Because this will turn into crusades all over again.
Like, oh boy.
God.
Talk about dark events.
I love religious people. No, I don't. Okay. I respect religious people. They believe something, let them believe it. But
Yeah.
I cannot. I've tried to have conversations with like the devout ones. It's just tough. It's hard.
Well, it's because they kind of like they try to make you feel like you have to. They try and almost force their religion.
Some
on
do.
you.
I mean, you
And
can't
well,
push it on
that's
everyone.
Yeah, not everyone. There are those who just kind of like that's all they want to talk about, and they want you to believe what they're believing. They're not going to force you.
Yeah.
That's how I
But then
am
there's
with
those
it.
who are like, "Oh no, yeah, you're a sinner. If you don't believe this, then you're going
Those
straight to
fucking
hell."
people need to be crucified.
Up on the cross, let's go.
I love that. It's kind of like that scene from The Ref. Like, every time you're feeling bad about yourself, I'm going to buy you a cross. So you can just climb up on that thing and have everyone feel sorry for you.
I'm trying to remember which episode of It's Always Sunny that Mac was like super religious in the thing, and people were just like, shut up. Like,
Just shut the fuck up.
they're just shitting on him in the show. It's hilarious.
I took such a break from that show and I hate it. I was like grinding through it quick.
I've almost watched completely through it since I've been back from Florida.
Jesus, like from the beginning?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Here's my
I'm
problem.
on season like 11 now.
I watched all of I watched like 2.5 seasons. And then I couldn't deal with the 4x3 format anymore.
Season 5 it goes to regular.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I jumped to season 5 to 16:9. Because it just
It's
the
tough to
resolution is
watch.
so shit, and it doesn't take up the whole screen, and it's just...
It's 2005. I mean,
yeah, well, it's like when I watch old Family Guy episodes. There's certain old Family Guy episodes I absolutely fucking love, but they're all in 4x3. And it's like, I don't want to see that. Like, it just looks...
bad.
I mean, if you look in season 8, when they go from one to another, it's like night and fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Family Guy looks gorgeous. Like,
See, and that's the problem with nowadays too. Is we get so spoiled with our with what we have now. Like hell, our TVs and Xboxes now we're running 4K. You see a picture running 4K and you're like, oh man, this is awesome. Then you jump back to something that's running, you're like, holy shit, is this?
It's like, what a piece of shit.
Is this a step above 8-bit? What the fuck is
You
this?
go back to 360 at 720p and you're just like,
Oh.
ugh.
we never talk about it like... We always say that our graphics are getting like a lot better, you know what I mean? Or, how do I say this?
I don't know about that one.
From like 1080p to 4K. You look at them right now, they're not hugely different. They're different, but not to the point where it's like if 1080p cost $500 and 4K cost $1,000, hypothetically, you wouldn't spend that extra to get it, right?
No.
I mean, 1080p still looks really good, but it's like
4K's become really affordable now.
yeah, the jump I don't feel like is the same. Like the jump from 720 to 1080 was fucking astounding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but what I was saying for graphics is video games. We don't ever feel like we're going up too much in video games, but if you look like
It's just
6
kind of
years
like a
ago,
gradual.
it's really gradual. Yeah.
It's really gradual.
Because if you look like 6 years ago, games fucking look disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I'll say it's like 7 or 8.
Let's say 6 years ago.
Would
That's
be
still
right
2014. Like GTA's graphics were
Yeah.
incredible
Yeah, they were for the time.
for like the time.
Yeah,
and
and they're still pretty good.
And
now.
they're still
I mean,
good now. Yeah.
But like the 360 to Xbox One, the fucking graphical jump was insane, and it really wasn't talked about enough.
I always used the HDMI port on my 360, anyways.
I used it when we had the Elite.
Yeah.
Because we had the one that didn't have it first.
Yeah.
Where you had to plug in with the fucking 5 wires and.
Oh
Yeah.
god, the
Did you ever have
RGB
that?
wires.
You didn't have the.
I just had
You
one
only had the
360.
HDMI. Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, man.
it had the thing where you could use the RCA or.
Yeah. I think we had both 360s. I think we had the Elite and the White.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I think we had 2 of the Whites actually.
we started with the original white one, and yeah, that one we had to do the 5-wire one, big ass base that extended out to the 5, and then yeah, we eventually got the Elite, and then that.
I think we got 2 Whites though, because I think we had one get stolen,
Yeah, we did. Well,
and then we got another White again,
Yeah.
and then I think it eventually just shut down on us.
Red
I think
ring.
we got the red ring.
Yeah, I think we got a Ring,
Yeah,
and then we just got the Black. We got the Elite.
Mine ringed several times, but it never completely.
Well, because some of them are just like controller failure,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they could be hardware failure, but not like critical hardware failure.
I think ours was the fact that ours just.
It was
couldn't
always
stay-
running.
That
well,
would do it.
It was always running. Plus, at the time, we had 3 dogs that shed heavily.
Yeah.
So that thing
It
was
just got
just
clogged
clogged.
The Elite, on the other hand, though,
Yeah.
that fucker ran 24/7 like a fucking champ, and we still have it.
My brother got, like, by the time my brother got a 360, he was able to get the Elite.
Yeah. Because that thing just goes, and When we moved here, I had that thing on for like 3 years straight, probably. I don't think I ever turned it off.
Yeah, that's not a lie. I know, because I used to say, what the fuck, dude? He's going to overheat that thing. It's going to burn the fuck out.
That thing is
no.
insane.
Surprisingly,
With what we've got
did.
now, we're just like, fuck, I'm just going to leave this shit
Oh, the
on.
one? I have 100% confidence in the one. That you could leave these on for as long as you
the
feel
X.
Yeah. My biggest thing is, like, if it wasn't the fact that it's a constant power supply going against your power bill, fuck it, I'd leave it on all the time so I wouldn't have to start it back up again.
Right.
Why not?
They do start pretty... I do give Xbox a... If you have it on quick start, like, I never do it because I always unplug my console when I move it.
Yeah.
Or, like, well, duh. Like, my console, anytime it gets turned off, it's from unplugged.
It's better for it to, like,
What?
not have the quick start.
They say that. I don't agree with it.
I don't know.
Like, because the quick start, the whole reason for it is then technically the Xbox is on a little bit.
It's true.
It's
it
just
helps
keeping it...
because then you can, like, auto-update a whole bunch of shit.
Because when you have it on quick
that's
start,
fine.
it just keeps it in like a stasis mode where it's on, the light's not on, it's not drawing a shitload of power, it's just kind of in low flow mode.
Yeah, all the systems aren't running, so you're not worried about it.
God, I can't wait to see the Series X.
I'm pumped for that fucking console.
Oh, yeah.
To finally know that, like...
I will get it, like...
Yeah.
The second I can pre-order it, it's getting
That's
pre-ordered.
what I'm doing. I want to be a first fucking person.
I do too.
I want to make unboxing videos for it. I want to be the first. Like...
See, that's what we gotta do. All three of us gotta order it.
Yeah.
And then all three just unbox the same thing right
And just fucking stack them on each
and just be like,
Right.
You gonna run yours top down or on the side?
I don't know.
Because you can do both.
It'll depend.
I don't know. I mean, I'll have to see it.
See, I'm gonna do mine's top down.
I'm gonna do mine's on the side.
Well, the reason why I want to do top down is especially like in my room.
Yeah.
I have that small little black stand that I have it on.
I don't know if you'd be able to fit it in there though.
No, I'm not inside it.
Oh, okay.
On top of it. I have other things on top, like my phone charger and my battery chargers for my mom.
So if you want to save
and all
space,
that.
you go.
And that's it. It would...
Not for
be a-
you though. I don't think. I think because of there's a gapage between your entertainment center and your TV. I think it'd have to go on its side. I think it's too tall, or it'd hit your TV.
See, and that's it. That's why I would want to see. Because I almost think it'd be just about perfect to reach the bottom. But, like I said, I don't know.
The only reason I
don't have in person
put it on the
to
top
actually gauge.
is from owning our 360s. I remember putting those consoles on the top because either we never realized they could be on the side, or I don't know. We just always ran it on the top. I still to this day have no fucking clue why we did. The problem is, you get something that's thin, and I mean this one isn't thin, but you get something that's thin and tall, you just tap that thing on the side and the fucker falls over.
Yeah,
and
that's why I never...
we lost many a disc to that console.
Yeah.
From having a disc in and it falls over and the reader goes and just fucking, it just leaves a dark line on it.
Well, it could have been like me, fucking... I had mine sitting on the edge of a table.
Ooh.
And my fucking brother knocked it off when Black Ops 2 was running, and it landed completely upside down, and it just went...
Oh, disc was ruined.
No, it came out perfectly
No
fine.
fucking way.
Not a scratch.
Unbelievable.
It, like, scratched the top of it instead of the bottom. I don't know how. I was so pissed
Sheer
off.
luck.
Oh,
'Cause I can tell you right now.
100%.
Yeah, that's a bulky ass.
Try to pull that a
Yeah.
second time. It won't come out so great.
No, it did. It scratched the other side.
Like, this Series X is a bulky ass console, but fuck, dude, I almost, like, want to take it apart. I'm not gonna, but, like...
I wouldn't.
Oh, I'm not gonna... I'm actually gonna look at it first.
I'm excited to get a new skin.
Yeah. Watching the... Yeah, because there's a lot of surface area on
Yeah.
that. You can put a lot of shit on there.
Yeah. I might try to do, like, a custom one.
Yeah. Watching him take it apart, it looks like the easiest thing on the planet to take apart. Because it literally, it's like, you take this back panel off and everything just slides out. It's not like...
Nice.
Things aren't hard... There's not like a metal base that things are screwed into
You're
now.
not screwing
This is
things
like the
in
most
here.
ergonomic design
It's like
it could be.
the base of a PC.
Exactly.
Like a block.
Except all of it is one thing you can just pull the fuck out.
Well, and it makes it look like it say something were to go out on that. How easy is it to replace it? Well, you don't have to fucking tear apart metal things and have clips break off and plastic shit break off. Just pop it out,
So you want the
separate
solder
them,
shit in
replace it, put it back, and you're good.
I wonder if they're going to launch with that expandable SSD already. Because you heard about that, right?
Yeah.
With the plug-in SSD. If they launch with it, I think I'll pre-order some of it, if I can. I mean, it's a really cool idea, because it's pretty much like... it looks like a PS2 memory card.
Yeah.
And you just plug it in, and it's a fucking terabyte of SSD. You have 2 terabytes in your console. Right?
That's
like,
a lot for in console.
Fucking most PCs don't even have that.
Right.
Like,
I'm just worried Is it gonna be actual USBs
What?
on the back of them?
Oh god, yeah.
There's gonna be?
There's two or three total USBs.
Okay.
3.0s. So
There needs to be 3.
there's at least 2. I think there's one on the front though.
Okay.
Because I think if you look at it, if you take like an Xbox One X and stretch it out, that's the Series X.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, and then obviously make it more compact, like
I know it'll
turn it
be
into a rectangle.
a new console and everything, but my controllers don't stay connected. Wireless.
That's weird. I don't get that.
They don't. I can be like literally from here to my Xbox away, and it shuts off.
I'm excited for the new controller that comes with it.
Yeah.
Just to see how it feels.
I like the recording buttons.
Yeah, that they
That's
added that.
nice
That
instead
was,
of hitting the home button and hitting X or Y.
Which that's not that bad.
It's not,
anyway. It's
but, like,
not.
then
But
you
it's
can
nice
just
to just
tap.
have a single button.
Yeah.
I am.
Because when you do that, the game freezes kind of.
Yeah.
It lags.
Yeah, it does.
Well, and I just recorded something. I just told him yesterday. I've been replaying through Borderlands 3. We both have.
Yeah.
Because of all the new DLC, and one of them actually does an Easter egg to the Terminator movies.
Yeah. There's
And
a lot of.
I was like, this is one I know of, and I happened to stumble upon it completely randomly. It's not really in your direct way, so it's totally missable. But it's from the old Terminators when he's got the thumb up and he's sinking down into lava. It's a robot with a thumb up out of lava. So I wanted to take a screenshot. Of course, I had home screens. Okay, which button do I press to screenshot? It'd be nice to have that where I could just look at something, click, screenshot, keep
It'd probably
going.
still be a 2-part prong system where you like push the record, and it's like, does it screenshot or does it record? Is it like a double tap to screenshot or push once to record?
Well,
kind of
maybe
thing,
it might be something where
That'd
you
be easy,
click
though.
to screenshot, hold to record. That'd be nice.
There's not a lot of differences between our controllers and the new ones. I mean, we've got the record button and the spread out D-pad, which thank God for doing that. I mean, the D-pad
Really?
I like that.
Really?
Okay, I
love the D-pad.
I don't think it looks better, but I think it plays better. Being able to actually push in the corners.
It's true.
Because
it does play better. I really
you normally never need to push in the corner of a D-pad, but it feels better that way to me.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with I would love a D-pad that's technically separated, but still could have that corner part to it. Only because with my controller now, sometimes I press down on the D-pad, but it registers left. So because it's all one piece that's moving. So sometimes it just hits just the right way where my thumb presses a corner down before it hits the actual bottom. So it goes left instead. So I would like a nice little...
You know what Xbox they need to do? They need to bring back the flip controller from the 360. Remember the D-pad on that? You can spin it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever have one of those? It's the 360 near the end of its lifespan had a controller. I don't know what the exact name of it was, but the D-pad, you could spin it. So if you spin it one way, all that sticks out is the actual D-pad. If you spin it the other way, it brings out the whole circle.
It brings out the corners.
If I have it around here, I'll grab it. It's fucking genius.
Oh yeah,
that is smart.
Because all you do is you push down just slightly and spin it, and it pops one side up. Do it again to spin up the other side.
It clicks into place, so you don't have to worry about as you're playing. It just starts spinning.
I love the chat pads.
Oh,
like they plug into the bottom of the controller.
The huge. I can't play with those though. They're too. They just take up too weird of space.
Well, and that's just back before I had a working headset, an actual good headset. I didn't mind because when I sat on there, even though it's bulky as fuck,
you get used to it.
Well, and that's it. It actually becomes a little bit comfortable. However, now that I have a decent, actually really good headset, I could care less about an actual chat pad.
Yeah. I don't feel like people chat as much as they used to.
They don't.
More
people have headsets.
Well,
now.
it's hard to talk shit to people anymore without getting reported. So that's a big thing. You can't ever chat too much because if you say one thing, God forbid, that offends someone, they report you, you get banned for a couple days, and then you come back and call them a pussy again.
Yeah.
And there's another couple days. Anyway.
I just use my second account to message them. Because then I get the satisfaction of calling someone a faggot, but I don't get my account reported. Yeah.
Well, talking about calling people on their shit.
Okay, we're about to wrap up, but go ahead.
I know. Yeah. No, it's a quick one. Call of Duty Warzone. Right here, buddy. The fact that I could have a piece of shit teammate and I can't find some way to go to his gamer card, send him a message saying, hey, stop being a douchebag. Why? Because you took out the feature of allowing people to go to other people in the lobby. I can't, if I find someone on the lobby who's being a complete douchebag, I can't do anything about it. I can't send them a message saying, "Hey."
Yeah, you can't fucking report people on
Yeah.
Call of Duty on like Warzone now.
Well, that's it. You
That's
can't.
fucking stupid.
They made it so you could literally not do a damn thing. You can't call people on
Which
their
is-
shit.
Which is for a game that has PC players on it, where we are pretty sure we've seen hackers with aimbots.
I'm not pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm 100% fucking guaranteed.
Because even
you know,
Michael and Nate, who are PC players, are like, oh yeah, we've seen them. Like,
Oh yeah.
I understand the whole PC master race and that they have better control with the mouse and such for recoil. I understand that. Better control with recoil, perfectly understandable. If I come up behind a guy and I start shooting him and he instantly snaps right to me and takes me out, fuck you and your aimbot.
yeah.
There's my rant.
You tell them.
There's my rant, and I'm good. I'm good. I feel good right now.
Anything for you, Jordan? You gotta go. You gotta go home now. I don't blame you. Having fun.
Got a lot of homework. I've been buried, dude.
Really?
Been working. I worked almost a full-time week last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
If I.
The money will be nice though.
Yeah, I was supposed
Are
to go
you
in.
part of that $2 up group?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or $1.
$1.
$1.
Oh, Aldi's is $2. Faggots.
Well, and
I wish we could
ours
do
isn't
that,
even
right?
like an up. It's like they're giving 10% bonus for like a certain date through the end of.
That's better than $1 for you.
Yeah, it's a lot better. So like I'll probably get.
Barely.
It'll be like maybe 120, 150 as a bonus.
That's not
Just
bad.
pretty
Yeah.
fucking
You can't
good.
complain about that.
No.
Yeah. There you go.
And so like, I work on Easter, and they're also giving holiday pay for Hy-Vee now, which is incredible.
Yeah, that's insane. Like all they
I mean-
did was Christmas, right? Was the only. Well, that's the day they have off.
I don't even think they did it then. Christmas Eve.
Like Thanksgiving, maybe. No, that's crazy. How does a business not do holiday pay?
I don't know, but they're doing $1 raise per hour for part timers. And
It's
then,
not bad though.
Yeah, and then like $2 for full.
God.
Which I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, so you might want to cut that part, but especially since
Well-
I dropped the name of the company.
Well, just think of it this way: it's you trying to recruit more people for the
There you go.
I mean, it's good.
It's positive.
It's a good thing.
It's positive reinforcement for the company. They can't say no to that.
Exactly.
And if they ever want to, sponsor us, hey, go ahead.
Nah, we're fair. No, I'm just fucking. We're not. We're at
the
Sam's
Hy-Vee.
Club house here. No.
Sam's Club, I got my
You
card.
guys are at Walmart house. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we are.
Hey,
yeah, that's
hey,
fair.
I
You're
could-
not.
No. I'm
You go to Hy-Vee a lot on your way home.
well, because it's either on my way home I make a 1 mile detour, or after I get home I make a fucking 40-mile detour.
Let's get it right. My mom's a Hy-Vee or a Walmart person.
Yeah. She comes into Hy-Vee.
Yeah, I prefer. Oh yeah, she actually shops at Hy-Vee and Fairway almost more than Walmart now.
I actually
Right.
love going to Walmart because it has all the shit I need and I know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, plus
However,
if you need like deodorant and stuff. Boom.
well, that's it. However, there's not a Walmart between my job and my home. So I only do that on the weekends. So I don't mind Walmart because at least their prices are better than Target. Sorry, Target, but you
And fuck Target.
you charge the same thing for about $5 more. Fuck off. Fucking
You gave me that
back.
look like, why would you get
Exactly.
deodorant? Like, why deodorant? I'm like, I go through a stick of deodorant in like a week and a half,
Excuse me.
Wow.
maybe 2 weeks.
what are you doing? You just stay at home just
I put it on like 2 or 3 times a day.
I mean, I put deodorant on maybe twice a day, maybe once.
Dude,
I don't.
I do it-
My armpits. I don't have hair, so they don't stink.
I do it after I shower.
I don't really
I'm
have
good.
hair either. I can't grow hair.
Sure you can.
Take that hat off, Poppy. I bet you can. Ooh. There it
I
is.
grow hair where it matters.
Oh
Did
my
it for you,
God.
Garrett.
I hate you.
Natural brown head.
So next week, have Josh back. We didn't even mention that the set's different now. I mean, I like this a lot better.
It feels a lot more comfortable too. It really
I mean, I'm
does.
still in the same chair, but
Well, I know you but
but
then again,
I like this chair.
you're also skinny and not a fat ass like me, so
Yeah.
this is comfy.
I can lean back, so we're probably gonna keep it this way for the foreseeable future. Before we get like scissor arms, those cool ass things you plug the mic into. Those are fun. So then you can hear us better.
Yeah. Trust me, upgrades are on their way. It's just a slow process,
Yeah.
especially during this time of the Rona.
Okay. We're gonna wrap it up. I am Garrett.
Earl.
I'm Jordan.
This is the weekly special. We will see you next week for episode 10.